You're watching the Bad Dice Club.
Welcome
to Bad Dice Club, where we make tabletop RPGs a spectator sport. Maybe we'll make the Olympics someday.
What?
You never know.
That's not a new development.
We're really good at
Rocket League's in the X Games.
We're really good at talking
If Rocket League can do it, we can do it.
Rocket League. I can't believe Rocket League. That we live in cartoon world.
Competitive Pathfinder.
How would you?
I mean, some people seem to think it is already.
I think if you've not died, it's generally.
Hey, Santiago, nice to see you, bud.
Oh, hey, Santi.
Hey, Santi. Yay.
I played Pathfinder Society, so I am well aware that some people think of Pathfinder as a competitive sport.
And I've played your heart, so.
Oh my God, yes, you have.
I know that love is a competitive sport.
I know that love is a battlefield.
We are strong.
Pat Benatar. Pat Benatar? Yeah, it's got to be her, right?
No, it's Pat Reptar.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Patrick
Reptar from sure.
What fucking mood I'm in right now?
Oh.
But okay.
We're all fucked. It's fine.
So anyway, I guess one question I wanted to ask and have everyone share about today would be, what's been your most memorable, I guess, tabletop RPG campaign or adventure path that you've ever been part of?
Ooh, that's kind of a tough one for me because most of the most memorable times I've had as during tabletop games have been as a dungeon master instead of a player.
Is it only official stuff? Is that
because I was gonna say, yeah, one of my most memorable ones was the homebrew thing that Nathan was actually a part of.
That was fun.
No, well, it was I essentially created my own Fallout system, and we had him and a few other people sit down and play through it. Okay. It was really fun.
What I remember most about that, we had almost nothing, and I love scarcity. I really do. You don't really see it, but anyway, the first kind of open sandbox building we're in or whatever, we all are basically going to our different rooms trying to loot this shit out, get our Twinkies and our irradiated water. And it almost kills us because we're all we're not really, it's just a bunch of individuals instead of a party. And I just love it was just so gritty and the scarcity. And I think I played a ghoul. I can't remember, but
fun.
Yeah, it was really interesting. And yeah, I came up with a whole system for how weapons would degrade and. It was fairly in depth. I really wish that I had written it all down.
Mm-hmm.
I think I used some basis in GURPS, which is GURPS is a system, man. If you have nothing but time on your hand, pick up a GURPS game.
Isn't that a system where you can just make whatever you want?
Kinda, yeah.
Like magic.
It's like the RPG maker of tabletop RPGs.
I would say that is not an unfair comparison. But yeah, that's my answer. Who else?
I think one of my favorite moments in any tabletop RPG I've been in is actually in our other game, Feralwood. Well before we started recording it and putting it on the internet. I was in the top floor of this hotel balcony, and this really cool rogue thief guy was like, hey, you should go do this thing. And then he did a whole Assassin's Creed thing off the balcony into the mist. And my character was like, God, that's so cool.
Yes.
We were in the east quarter of the main city that it's set around.
No, actually, if you remember, that was the same session where the infamous dad murder happened.
I knew you were gonna bring that up. Just knew it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And Justin's character Elenon did a little bit of a murder for some kid's dad.
Yeah, that's my most memorable one because no one stops freaking talking about it.
Was that the same session?
Yeah, that was
Yes.
the same session.
Exact same one.
That was a good session. Yeah, that was that was, and that wasn't in the monster one. That was when you guys had to
that
break
was in
into that
the merchant
rich guy's
quarter.
house. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. that was-
Elenon, dad, decapitator.
My other character in my other game also told a joke to a bunch of kobolds, and they were like, I mean, I guess I can see how that's funny, but it was a pun, so didn't translate. Because Sam is really bad at any sort of diplomacy or performance, so it's always just a flat check. I think she rolled like a 5. It was great.
I don't know if this is my favorite, but it's definitely up there. I was a player, and this is in Storm King's Thunder. It's a D&D one, and we had a side quest. We did like a bachelor one shot. There was this like very extravagant wizard named Tillamook, and he would go on about his jet and his vineyard and all these things that are
Like the
kind of
cheese?
whatever.
Tillamook?
Yeah, I think that's where the DM got the name because I saw that cheese in the store like 2 months after this one shot. But basically, we were trying to help this female goblin in our group be the one chosen by this wizard bachelor. And I was playing a wizard at the time, evocation, I believe. And one of the tasks was to prepare a meal for him. And he did lightning bolt in a lake, and kind of like a dynamite stick in a lake. And that gave her some extra points because she had more fish and better fish than the other people had with their different rabbits or whatever. And then ultimately, she ended up winning because she rolled a nat 20 and some sort of foot fetish. The DM had told the player that you could tell that Tillamook has been eyeballing your goblin ankles and toes, and then she actually ends up leaving the whole campaign. They get in his jets, and he ends up playing a different character after that because he's got she ends up going away with him, but. And he had like the DM had like the perfect.
I can't think of a
choice
better
for
character
it.
retirement than I'm gonna go open an OnlyFans specifically for this one dragon or whatever.
Yeah. There was a foot fetish. If it was anything less than a nat 20, she wouldn't have won. But as a result too, so she won Tillamook's heart, and then we got a wish spell that we could just cash in and use whenever we wanted as a party, and that was very helpful.
You'd be
Much
like,
later.
boy, I wish we didn't have to do this encounter right now.
Yeah, no, but it was nice. So he got something out of it for his goblin girl, and then we got a little bit for helping out. Well, we got the wish spell. It was a 5th level party, so so it's crazy.
You could put down a Trask with that.
Yeah, I forget how it works in 5e and 2. I don't know if it's in 2e for Pathfinder, but yeah, in 3.5 there's all different ways. But yeah.
All right. Let's give our viewers something to
Wait,
spectate, guys.
Does Santi have a favorite gaming moment or maybe just the name of a module?
Santi, throw it in chat.
Yeah, just maybe the name of the
talk about something
module
while you
or adventure path.
regale us via text.
Yeah, not to put you on the spot, Santi. I haven't seen you in 2 weeks, so like I gotta get my fill. Okay, I've been jonesing.
So what we were kind of talking about right before the stream went live is I've been watching Cowboy Bebop again lately, and I was really wanting to, or I mentioned that I really wanted to do like a cyberpunk tabletop game, but I want to play a Netrunner that's based off of Ed.
There is a Cowboy Bebop
And Shane was
RPG
like, "Yeah, but then you have to kind of
in the
just run
works.
2 parallel games at that point because
Yeah,
the
Netrunners
brain
are
is in the
difficult.
internet and the
I
body
could
is
be the little
not, and
dog. I could be the little dog that is
I'm-
always with Ed. Yeah.
Freaking awesome.
There's no one who I trust
Yeah.
play that character well.
I would love to play as a little dog.
Oh shucks.
Oh, Santi got something for us? Oh yeah.
There's
yeah.
a delay on the Twitch stream, and then so when
So what
they
happened to Sawyer?
so it's like a double delay
I don't know.
because it's like 10 seconds almost into the stream,
Mhm.
and then we have to wait. So
They have to double check what he posts because he's on a blacklist, Twitch blacklist. Because he's a very polarizing character. Something.
Yeah.
No.
PC bricked is what Soul says. Oh, full crash.
Oh,
damn.
okay. I thought he meant like it was actually bricked.
like
Damn. He's having a lot of
is it a
problems.
boat anchor at this point, or I know that he's been having issues recently. Maybe he did. Maybe
Alright.
he did fry a thread in his CPU.
Maybe. Well, anyway, let's get rolling.
Well, if you're typing your story out there, Santi, just keep at it, and we'll read it when you submit it.
Yes. I'm feeling a little under the weather today, so I might cut things a little shorter tonight. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so you guys have been chipping away at this 3rd floor library level. At the end of the prior session, you guys had just defeated this tentacly looking monster. Did a bit of exploring, kind of got your bearings and figured out where you guys were in relation to the floor above. Found a whole bunch of stairs leading up. And you went down the hallway over to a more well-lit area. And you found some ghouls. Looking through some books, doing some research, that kind of thing. And they invited you to be a part of their cult, or to just simply make a donation to what they called the Canker. And so you kind of had their choices of donating a little pinky toe or a finger or what have you, or become a bit
Volunteering
more
for wholesale ghoulification.
Exactly. So you didn't like either of those options.
That's right. Yes.
Nor the third option of becoming a meal. And so you managed to invite them down the hallway and pigeonhole them and absolutely slaughter them. After which you ran back down into the main hallway, ventured south, and found a few more. These ones were a bit more difficult since they had quite the source of necromantic energy flowing from the floor up towards the ceiling. Much stronger than the necromantic energy that you found up on the 2nd floor. So, yeah. You managed to fight both of those, and Soul became paralyzed, but managed to shake off quick enough to down the rest of the ghouls along with all of you. And that is where we left off. So, let's take it to the map.
Taking it to the map.
Take it to the limit.
Walk
Okay.
along the razor's edge.
So it's all
Take
up to
it
you
to the
guys.
limit.
What do you do?
That's a good question. Nothing because the game is paused. But haha, we've done a thing. Well, gentlemen.
Oku is out of spells.
Yes. Many of us seem to be running low on. Boy, just a whole host of.
Miniaturized.
There we go. Just a whole. Many of us seem to be low on just a whole host of resources. Mayhaps better to call this one a day, or what do we think?
Sounds good.
I want you to know we all did.
Oh, they're dead.
Yeah, we all were doing impressions of Father Jeb while you were gone.
It warms my heart. Yeah. Thank you.
We've all got a soft spot for Jeb.
It's an accent I don't use very often, and so it's like I'm like always like self-conscious about it. So
I'm Father Jeb. Jeb, where are you going? I'm to the shed. After that, go to bed.
I think Father Jeb will step into the aura. Part of his backstory is he basically just walked along the ocean floor, drawn by the necromancy of this island, and so
Razor's Edge.
no, he is that would hurt his feet so bad. He's got gout. He's not. No.
I was gonna say, how does he have gout without flesh or muscles or anything?
He has it. I mean, it's just everything with skeleton. There's no logic, but he's. I imagine with being undead, it's like almost like a way of telling you like you're not supposed to be here, so we're gonna leave you with all the painful shit you had while you're alive, and no way to relieve it. So
no, fair enough.
No morning constitutional, no dinner, nothing. It's just the pains that you had just before you died. So
my pains.
So I'm gonna just go over here quickly.
It hurts me in my big toe joint.
And so I kind of picture him as being almost mindless because it's like the draw, it's kind of like it's calling mindless? To him. I feel like sometimes like undead around different necromancers, creatures' abilities, they can kind of be drawn like the 3/5 Death Knight would just have undead coming to them. And so it's a little bit of a stretch, but I just feel like it's such a pull, and it feels so good, and so he's gonna stand in there for a little bit, and probably heal. I don't know how it works, but does he get any health back, or is it just like the gout doesn't hurt while he's in it?
For every round he's in there, he gains 4d6.
Okay. I'm only missing like
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm missing 6 hit points. I guess we'll just we'll roll for funsies here. So did I not do it right? Oh, 11.
You got 11.
So you're back up to full.
Yeah.
Jeb is just like, hey, you guys, it feels real good in here.
Well, going into there, it might be that he's almost he's starting to acknowledge somewhat in the conscious mind that he's undead. And so between that and interactions with different NPCs and positivity from the mayor and kind of the back and forth with Sherman about his personhood and stuff, you might be helping him overcome and accept whatever the issues he has.
We shall overcome death.
That's right.
And return as skeletons.
No, Shane, no, don't say that to Jeb. Come on. Come on, now.
Come on, now.
So
we gotta get the thief. Are the Thieves Guild people still with us?
They're in the-
Last you saw Nami had went upstairs with them.
yes, I believe
Okay.
he
Ah!
brought them to the
He got
There's
them
a
all.
ghoul
to the
hopefully.
cult.
sneaking up on us.
Oh, we got someone creeping.
it's just
creepy.
our ghoul friend. No need to worry. Plenty for you to eat, I suppose.
Yes, you've definitely held your end of the deal. I
Yeah,
made
well-
something that might be helpful for you.
A sweater.
And he reaches into his little tattered messenger bag that he carries with him everywhere. He takes out a piece of parchment
That's not a
and he
sweater.
hands it to you. See if I can find it on here. But you should see this now in your journals, entry areas.
Journal. Adventure journal.
Your
Also popping up
DiGiorno?
on the screen here.
Places. General notes.
I can't remember where the
D12. Graugus.
restricted collection.
So yes,
Kingdom.
here we see
Holy shits.
Kingdom of the Ghost
Queen
Queen
Morlocks.
Morlocks. Restricted
Yes.
collection. Okay. Really haven't done a lot of exploring while you've been down here. You've been down here for years, right?
It's not safe for someone like me who's hated by both Morlocks and ghouls to wander around.
Have you
If
been
I
just
have
living in,
traveled through there,
like a few
don't
rooms and a
remember.
hallway? Because that is quite possibly the saddest thing I've ever heard.
your friend,
Agreed.
the skeletal one, will tell you that once you transition into becoming undead, begins to be more difficult to hang on to memories.
Amen, brother.
Isn't
Amen.
that right?
Could you do me a kindness and speak up? I missed the last 4 words. Okay.
We can't remember much.
Yeah, I know. I remember
Though
that
I think
much.
it's far worse for you than it is for I.
I mean,
I
it's
I
not
agree.
a competition.
No, I'm sorry. You were changed. I may have a solution for you.
I don't think that bullets are compatible solutions, if that's what you're
No,
thinking.
no,
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
no. We can talk. So we'll talk about it more later. I feel like I've already taken a lot of time, but Jeb's kind of preparing his pitch in his mind to save the ghouls' unlife and have him help people. So and help himself also. Yeah.
All right. How's about we take a break? Would anybody else be disagreeing to return to town for a short sabbatical, I suppose?
I miss my dog.
I also miss your dog. What an ugly, ugly creature. I love him.
It's Sweet Pea's a shame.
And Sweet Pea is also, again, just a powerful, ugly creature.
Oh,
Sweet peas a shame.
that's awfully cruel of you to say.
I
Ain't
imagine
your
just like a
fault.
real floppy ass basset hound.
Well, yeah, and it had been injured, and yeah. So she's slowly getting better.
Don't
That was
worry,
one of the
Santi.
things. Yeah.
You
sorry.
you talk at your discretion. We're not expecting you to keep us entertained.
Damn
In
it,
fact, as far as I've been told, that's kind of our job.
What a bastard! Not texting his life, his favorite D&D story while he's driving. You're a bastard, sir. Sir or them. I'm sorry, I fucked up the pronouns. I'm sorry. That's anyways, Santi bastard. Continuing.
All right, so you guys are gonna leave for the
Yeah.
rest of the day here.
So,
It's about
Homeward
12:30 here.
bound.
Okay. Cool. All right, so you guys are going to read the paraffin chat above. Okay. All right, so you guys are just, where are you going to be spending time? Are you going to spend time at, are you like to stay in town, or you head back to your fish camp, or?
I'd like to
right.
visit Sweet Pea at some point. Are we just doing an overnight at the town and then we come back? Or is
I
it
think we should definitely like do a rest.
Yeah.
Soul
Okay.
could definitely use it.
Yeah. Well, I could heal him. Is he still hurt? I could do some.
I mean, you guys
Oh.
so many hours. I'm sure you guys, it wouldn't take long to patch him up.
Sure. I'll just I'll just do one at the moment here, and then I'll do one later if he's not too hurt. So that would be a critical success because I just went for I always go for the basic DC unless I say otherwise.
All right.
So that's 48.
Oh, whoops.
48 points.
If you get a crit success. Oh wait a second. 24 is not a crit success. 25 is. I'm sorry. You're right. 2 weeks and look, I already don't know how to play Japanese. Let's
It
re-roll
happens.
that.
2 weeks and I already don't know how to process.
Yeah, his mental issues are also coming to infect me here. So nine big ones, not little ones for Mr. Soul.
What was he at before? I tried doing a +9 on his actual sheet, and that didn't work. Now he's at 9 hit points. 31. So I think he's at 40 now. All right. There we go. 40.
So he's still down a bit. I'll just do the rest of it in town, kind of crossing fingers so we don't.
I mean, yeah, you guys are basically always going to be putting yourself up at full, with a full rest anyway. So
Sure.
unless there's some other condition preventing you from doing so.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and put you in full.
If it was like he was like if it was a botch save away from death, like obviously like we definitely should we got
Yeah,
roll
I just want to keep things moving along. Like it's the same
Yeah.
scene we'll see over and over again. It's
yeah. But anything
So,
besides that, it just doesn't really matter. Except for I mean obviously want to advance the clock, but of the day.
Sure.
But,
So are you guys staying in town or at the fish camp?
I kind of would like to go back to town. And would you guys be opposed to me taking some time to do like some crafting?
how many days do you think he would need?
Let's see here. One of the things that I was thinking about doing is handing out. I got some new recipes from when I chose my crafting stuff.
Cool.
Let's see. I should have.
Like the-
So, couple of the things would be helpful for both me and for Mr. Jeb. I can make what's called an adaptive cogwheel, which lets you turn your gun into any other gun. So
Is it a one-time use or what is
Yeah.
it? Is it
it's just a one-time use, and you can turn it into a
the falconet?
what
I
the
would
hell is
take
that
that.
thing? What the hell is that long gun called? Arquebus.
Oh yeah, those are my strength isn't. I have some strength issues, I think.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
the
Jeb would love to see. You should start out with one, and then I think Jeb would definitely talk with you about it, and maybe
That sounds like a lot of fun.
yeah.
Other than that, I can also make like single-use guns that I could just hand out to everybody here. They're
Like,
called Moonlight Spell Guns.
So like little Dillingers that shoot, or what's it kind of look like? You say?
Yeah, they're kind of just like little single-shot
Pocket
guns that I believe count as silver.
Damn.
The spell gun has a range, but emits a silvery ray of pure moonlight that deals fire damage. Depending on its type, the spell gun's damage is treated as silver for the purposes of weakness, resistances, and the like. So I guess it's fire and treated as silver. So could be good for different resistances down here in the dungeon.
That's awesome. I like that.
If you were crafting, that'd give me time to kind of catch up with Sweet Pea, and then also start to pitch this idea of having the ghoul help with undead research stuff.
Yes, but if you guys could help me out a little bit with some of the gold cost that I would be using to create all of this stuff, that would also be super helpful. Padre Jeb.
We have another Jeb.
Yeah, that guy is a dick. I asked him if he could change his handle, and he's like, "No, I'm a dick. I'm on the internet." And we had this whole
I'm Padre Jeb.
Padre Jeb.
All right. Well, let's head back to town and have a town-based adventure.
Oh, we got to get the thieves back to their.
That's
their-
kind of the
their
other thing
people.
I was thinking too. Yeah.
That's the biggest. I think that's like one of the biggest things, right besides the healing and spells and stuff. Yeah, I
And the
almost
gold
forgot
you
about
gotta
those.
collect for doing that too.
Oh,
That'll
yes.
help me with crafting.
Oh yes.
I love gold.
All right,
Cool.
off we go.
Is there any way to do
To
custom buffs?
I don't know.
The
Everything-
hockey bar, maybe.
We'll look at that later.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you guys head up, and yeah, it seems that Nabi may have gotten a little sick of waiting for you guys, and so he just brought the thieves back
that bastard.
already. So
Gonna
you
take all
guys
the
could probably
credit.
tail him. He might. So you might
That'd be
chase
funny
him
as
down.
hell. I'd be okay with that.
And all like what 50 gold pieces was it? 50, 40? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I mean, probably 50.
I can look it up.
Like
All
10
right,
per person or something. Or I can't remember. Well, the mayor
Does Twitch
wanted
not like
something.
paragraphs? I don't know, man. Let me look at something here. I wonder if it got like auto-modded or something.
Oh, like it's spam or something. Like
Try sending it again. I don't know
There's a
if
bunch of
you
s-
can type out a whole paragraph again, but if you're willing to,
Or you could always
I
just
can
shoot
I
it in our
can check
Discord
the
too.
auto mod this next time around.
and we'll give you a hero point that you can use in whatever other game you're in.
Santi Whip Nightbot, real good last time they traded blows, so I don't think he'll be bothering him anymore. Crooksnook. So you guys are heading to the Crooksnook.
Crook Snook?
The Crooksnook. Yep. Area A17.
Discord.
Ah, it was 50 gold pieces. Okay, cool.
Hooray!
All right, cool. Yeah, so you head in there. You actually see Namiad actually just walking out of there. And he's like, oh, about time you guys got it back here.
Oh, that's a really cool story, Santi. I bet that was like super satisfying getting to fight alongside all of your old characters like that. I will read his Discord message here real quick.
Sure.
So Santi, a couple of years ago when I first started playing, I was a newbie amongst pros and experts. They were as creative as can be and welcomed any questions and such. We had to end a campaign and start a new campaign because of scheduling for some players. The first session of the new campaign was us fighting the big bad evil guy of the old campaign, and our old characters making an appearance to help out at the last minute and conclude the previous story. It was like we got to watch that come to an end and say goodbye to our previous characters while also setting up for the new adventure. That was one of the moments where I understood that D&D and other RPGs can be anything that I make of it and will be fun and memorable and enjoyable. That is a really cool story.
That is awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, I always like persistent world stuff like that, where it's like, oh man, yes, our characters are like everything that they've done is totally canon to the next adventure, and like now we get to pass the torch along to the new people that we've just made. That's super cool. You have a
Pretty
good
good.
DM, man.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, thanks for that, Santi. It was
Hell yeah,
very
you
well
get a hero
written
point.
too. Yeah. And if whoever your DM GM is, it says like, no, you can't have internet hero points. Like, you give me
You
his
tell him to
handle,
come talk to
okay?
us.
Teleport. I'll teleport to his house. I'll fucking do it. You see this wizard beard?
Point him at the VOD
Right.
that we'll put on YouTube here in a little bit.
Nathan has real magic. That's where that beard comes from.
That's right.
That's
He
right,
is like real life Rasputin magic.
Yeah, if you can get me his handle, Twitch handle, Discord handle, I can teleport. Anyways, the Rasputin magic. But one hero point.
Excuse me. All right. So yeah, you guys arrive, and you see Namiad popping out. Like, oh, don't worry. There's still some gold left for you guys in there.
Thank
Anyway.
you.
I'm out. And he just kind of keeps walking down the street. So yeah, so you guys enter into the Crook's Nook. Let me see if I still have that up here somewhere.
Crook's
Let's do a search here. Crook's Nook. There it is.
So catchy. It's so catchy,
It is.
And it's not like edgelordy, like a lot of thieves kind of these edgelord type names and stuff. Anyways,
Right.
Crook's Nook.
Looks like I got all of the old tokens on here too. Here, let's delete stuff and drag you guys back on there. Whoops, not Namiad. He left. And then there's Soul.
Brother got soul.
Some weird guy.
Oh, I don't have you in Yasmir. I thought I put it on there. Could have sworn I did. I must have missed that. Just one. All right. So again, you see in Yasmira.
Stop shrinking me again.
I'll pop her picture up on here so you can kind of see what she looks like. That would be in the Crook's Nook one again.
Oh,
There she is.
What a sassy lady.
Yeah, so you walk in there and she's got all the the three thieves in there. And she's like, well, I must say, you boys work fast. I've got to say thank you so much for bringing all of my lackeys back here. So, as agreed upon, here are your 50 gold pieces, and then so she hands each of you 10, as 10 was for Namian. So, so 10 gold for
Well.
each of you.
It's easy to get to work when one has such a lovely client.
You're too kind.
Though, as lovely as you are, I would like to say that gold shines brighter, that you shine brighter than gold, and I'm sure some days you do, but unfortunately, I don't think you spend the same. I will take my restitution, thank you.
There are 3 thieves in there too. There we go.
No worse for wear, I don't believe. All back in all of their, with all of their gear intact. I'm sure they'll be putting in work for you in no time.
Oh, I'm sure they will. They've got some catching up to do.
Did you already add the 10 gold to each one of our things?
No, you guys go ahead and add those yourselves.
All right.
Yeah, I just
I'll
added
add it
it
to Sawyer's.
manually.
So,
Cha-ching. Bingo. He who conquers the left side conquers the world, Chief.
So there's there's 3 different thieves here. Like there's a human, and I don't have their tokens prepared for this one. I had it specific for that one scene. But yeah, there's a human, a dwarf, and looks to be a halfling.
Look at that. They're lined up via height.
Yeah. And the human pipes up right away towards you guys like, hey, if you ever need someone with hands that can get to places not supposed to be, let us know. Be happy to give you a hand. We owe you one after what you did.
Well, if that becomes the case, we'll definitely do so. Would be nice to be able to bring you from the dungeon, because that's usually where we find ourselves in need. But I suppose we could send somebody to come get you, that being the case.
Not too keen on going back there, but like I said, I owe you one. Yeah, by the way, my name's Shad Nightshade, and then here's my dwarf friend here named Smokey, and that halfling over there, well, we call him Weasel.
Nice to meet you, Shad, and likewise, Smokey and Weasel.
They both kind of tip their hats to you, and they're just they're a bit quiet, just kind of sipping on ale, or more so just a little bit of wine. They still look kind of shitty.
Yeah. So, well, we've got some business to take care of. I'd like to get into perhaps crafting some things. We will leave you to it. You've obviously been through it, so please take some time to relax.
Will do, mate. The weasel pipes up. So yeah, you guys head out, and how many days will you spend crafting?
Well, so here's the deal: is for any one of these things, I believe it's going to take 3 days to craft the 4 that I'm able to craft. So adaptive cogwheel is going to be 3 days for the 4. The moonlight spell guns is going to be 3 days.
Oh, okay.
And then I would like to do some scrolls, but I may just pick those up because those are fairly easy to come across, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, Rin probably has.
So would you guys be willing to
stuff
hang
before,
out
so-
for a few days while I crafted us up some stuff?
Yeah, I'd like to buy some bullets too. Does Sherman know how to make bullets by chance?
Yes, I could probably make bullets. Could we just say that I helped make bullets? I mean, I figure it would be essentially the same as just buying them
If we did, yeah, we just deduct the gold
without
for
like
whatever.
actually adding more time onto there.
Sure.
Okay. I figured that's something that he could always just do in the background because that's mostly just pouring molten lead into a ball mold and then just, you know. Well, I suppose if we're doing like black powder type bullets, but way more in depth than we need to get. Anyways,
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they're actual cartridges, though. Yeah, I think if it's just the balls, yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult.
So while
so
Sherman's
here's my
doing,
question.
so 3 days you're gonna spend off the bat, or is it gonna be like a week?
6 days. Well, so 3 days for the first set of stuff.
All right. So a couple
So I
days
suppose I'd have
pass.
to make a craft check.
Yeah. So a couple days pass here. And you guys notice on the Gosrin 22nd, Soul seems to be looking a little bit under the weather.
What?
He's kind of coughing.
Oh shit, he caught ghoul fever or whatever, didn't he? Doesn't he get
That's
like
something.
some extra? Doesn't he get extra saves for that after like a certain amount? Have you been rolling saves for him?
Yeah, I rolled saves every single time. There was a save to be made. So
Is there some way that we can possibly help him along with this?
I just got something to help with con saves, actually. Let's see, robust recovery. When you treat a disease or a poison, you can increase the circumstance bonus granted to +4. I mean, obviously, Jeb doesn't. I don't know if Jeb knows. Maybe I should roll something to see if maybe a little bit more in depth knowledge about.
Are we in a
You're
tavern?
just
yeah, well, yeah, because they're staying in a tavern in town. Or are you staying at the fish camp?
It's I guess because the music is all creepy and spooky.
Can like
Yeah.
Father Jeb be making medicine checks to help him out with his save DCs or something?
Their treat disease is a something you can do with medicine.
Is that like an expert level thing?
That is a great question, and since I forgot how to play the 2 weeks I've been gone, let me take a look.
Let's see here. Just says that it's a downtime activity with manipulate. It doesn't say it requires you to be an expert.
Yeah, well, Jeb is an expert on in medicine, but it doesn't.
Okay.
I guess it doesn't really matter. But
Yeah, well, you may want to also like try and identify what this is.
well, yeah, that would be the first step. Yeah. So let's do a medicine, I guess, for Senior Soul here. Okay. Well,
Killing me, Smalls.
I ain't never seen anything like this. Shit. Could be
Are you
anything.
sure about that?
Apparently, see my roll. No,
I
no.
will roll. Hiya! Oh shit! Have I seen anything like this with the 17?
17. I'd say no. You have not seen
Damn
anything like
it.
this before.
What about?
I don't have
But
any hero
he's
points.
enfeebled.
Oh,
I
All
don't have
right,
any hero
Oku.
points.
Nicely done. You would know what this
You have
is.
to talk
You know
now.
that this is absolutely not ghoul fever.
Oh,
This is something else called Kakiten filth. So whatever he contracted, it wasn't from the ghouls, but perhaps from something else that bit him. So to think back to like what else may have injured him.
God, what all have we fought so far? We fought that tiny, terrible demon,
the bug baby.
the bug baby. Yep. What else did we find?
The mist squid.
Yes, the mist squid. We fought all of those ghouls. We fought. I can't think of anything else. What else have we fought?
That's basically it for the most part, I would say.
we could bring him to the church. There's clerics and stuff there that are maybe they could catch it. Maybe not. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Soul. Those first couple days, he's probably. I think he would have headed to the barracks to offer some training. He helped train some of the local people and whatnot, and so. But upon like not feeling well, you guys were like, "Hey, Soul, you don't look so good. Let's thinking of the Dawnflower Library. See if the priest over there can take a look at you." And so, yeah, they're able to look at it. It's like, yeah, that's definitely came from a devil of some kind.
A devil.
Yeah.
Everything is the devil to you, mama.
Who's always the devil?
And the priest who is like at first like talked to you guys, introduced herself as let's see, I have one prepared. Farron. Seems to be like a half-elf woman with red hair. And let's see if I can actually show you her picture here.
Is there a church map by chance?
A church map? I don't know if there is. Let me take a look here on. So Otari...
Maybe.
Yeah, nope, I don't see one here. But the church maps would have... They're not created by this makers of this map pack or anything. It's all just like GM resources shared.
I'm sure there's a homebrew version of it somewhere. Yeah.
But yeah, that's like one of the very few locations I don't actually have a map for. Is I have just outside the Dawnflower Library, but not actually inside. So, anyway, she looks a little something like this. She offers.
Oh man.
Says, well, you know, for a small fee, I'd be very happy to remove that disease for you. It seems well within the ability to do so.
Okay. How much?
I had to look that up. I don't know.
There's just no one freaking out that there's a skeleton just walking around all kind of willy-nilly in town here.
Well, we
already covered that.
Yeah. He earned a bit of merit because he had helped with the initial undead siege.
I think the mayor's like, listen, you may see a skeleton.
The mayor's
really gonna have to ask you guys to do me a solid and just not completely freak the fuck out. It's gonna be your first. It's gonna be your first knee-jerk reaction. Just fucking hold. He's chill. You just gotta believe me.
He has a sign on his back that says, "Don't, please don't cudgel me," or smite me. He doesn't want to be smited either. So.
Yes. But anyway, yeah, he's also a bit of a local legend too, and so of helping the local people that were like lost in the woods and
like the logging camp. I think the logging camp is kind of far, a little bit outside the city, and so he was kind of doing a little bit to keep the undead away from the lumberjacks. And stuff.
Discrimination, not here.
Skeletal discrimination is the worst kind of discrimination. I mean,
yeah, political correctitude is not. I mean, I'm sure they still hate orcs here. I'm sure they still hate goblins here. Skeleton is. I think skeleton would be hated even more. They're at the bottom. It's just something you always smite. You don't talk to it or give it quests. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. No, skeletal discrimination is the worst kind because, like, at least with skin discrimination, they get to keep their skin on their body. Like, if you're discriminating by skeleton, you got to crack that shit open.
Are you the type of skeleton that I don't like?
I guess we're gonna find out.
That's the best kind of skeleton.
Yes. What were we doing? We were in the church, right?
We're negotiating for the curing of.
So remove disease is a 3rd level spell. That's gonna cost 18 gold pieces.
Okay, that's not too bad. So how many of us are there? We just saw kind of. How many people? It's 4 now, right?
4 gold and 5 silver would be enough from each of us.
All right. Jeb's gonna take off his hat and kind of have it be like a tithing plate, and this. I'm not sure how Oku will do the gold. I imagine it'll look cute, but he's gonna fill the hat up for the priestess, and then hand her the hat. That should do her.
Thank you for your
contribution.
Yes, thank you very much. If there's anything else I can do to help you and ridding that awful place of everything that's inside of it that's going to threaten our town, please let me know. I'd be very happy to help you out. All right, he is cured.
I would like to talk to her. I'd like to start greasing the wheels for this this ghoul scribe to potentially. But I'd like to do it after because I kind of see it taking a bit of time. Maybe after everyone does their crafting and their whatever Oku does and Soul does.
Oh, that'll take a while. So it's only been 2 days at this point. So.
Oh, so I have time then, I guess, or
yeah. So do you ask her about that, like?
Yeah. I'm not even. I wasn't anticipating talking about this just yet, but clearing out the place just as we promised, but strange turn of events. Came across a ghoul that didn't eat us.
Really?
And yeah, I know. Strange times, places we live in. Days. But anyways,
were you able to get rid of him?
Rather nice fellow once you get to know him.
Yes, I was going to do that, but as it turns out, it's been very nice, very helpful, and But the thing is, we can't just leave him be to his own life. So I was thinking maybe we could have him come here and as a scribe. No, this is a very alien concept, I'm sure, but as a scribe and work on undeath prevention, keeping people like me and him from unliving in the future.
Oh, I'd say you'd have to talk to the head priestess about that one.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah. Thanks.
Would you like
so
me
I
to see if
guess,
she's available?
Please. Thank you.
All right. Well, she one moment. She goes back and knocks on the office of what is her name again?
She's blonde. That's all I remember.
She's a blonde halfling. Yes, a priestess of Saren Ray.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Otari NPCs. There she is, Vandy Banderbash. That was her name.
That's a great name.
It is.
Yeah, it's very halfling-esque, colorful.
Vandy Banderbash.
And then Farron comes back.
That's
She's
just fun to say.
Yes, she'll give you a few moments of her time. Go ahead. Go back to her office there.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
So he shuffles on over to the office, knocks before entering.
I'd like to
priestess.
go with him if it. Yeah, I'll let him handle it. He seems like he's got this.
I mean, if you want, Jeb wouldn't say no.
I'll head in with him and try and help him out.
Well,
here.
the thing is, you were the one that saved him from being shot. I mean, Jeb was going to shoot him, and so you and Soul had this idea, and well, not this idea, but we had to spare him, and this is sort of something that checks all of the PC's boxes so far. Yeah, just because Jeb talks a bit slow. So I would just relay the same information that I just told the junior priestess, acolyte, whatever. And on top of that, so suggesting that if he could stay here as a scribe under watch, under lock and key, and work on preventing ghoul fever, because no one ever wants to be a ghoul, no one ever wants to be a skeleton, but they end up turning out that way all the same. You have people like me, people like him, and so
as you get to the point of him staying here, she starts.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
I actually am quite serious.
That is a good one.
I'd like to just kind of like sidle up to her desk and kind of sort of lean in and whisper to her just out of earshot of Jeb and be like, listen, it was tough. It was a tough sell getting this guy not to kill our ghoul friend down there. And I do mean that. He does seem like rather decent people when he's not eating his fellow undead, which I personally think you would be in support of, but be that as it may. We've essentially gotten his word that as soon as there are no more undead to eat around here, he will find himself a new home, and you need not worry about him. We can't do that, and he is helping us clear out, I'm going to say, just the absolute shit show that is that lighthouse up there. Absolutely riddled with undead and demons. So I think you could use all the help you could get. If you could just play along with the fine gentleman here, I would certainly appreciate it.
Listen here. With having a skeleton just walking around, our town, that was a bit of a stretch. But what's nice about skeletons, they do not create more skeletons. So, you're suggesting bringing a ghoul, which is
I'm not
historically
actually
speaking.
suggesting that. I'm just saying, say yes, and then we let him go on his way.
No ghoul will be entering into these chambers or into this town while I am sitting on the High Priestess seat.
Well, that's unfortunate for people like me, people like him. But as you say,
I don't understand why when I said, hey, we're going to tell a little white lie, you had to just...
well,
you're very pious, and that
lawful good.
you're very pious,
Well-
and I find that incredibly frustrating, sister.
yeah. I mean, I would suggest that I'd also put forth that I could pay, I could pay, a year's worth of a salary should Saren
I don't
raise
think
church.
it's so much the cost as it is just his general everything that they have
It's a
problem
matter
with.
of security.
His general existence, I think, is probably what they are
If he's locked up studying and fed livestock. You see
Can't
where
you
I'm
just do
getting
that
at?
where he already is?
I mean,
For the time being.
yeah, that's kind of what we're doing at the moment.
The thing
I figure this
you
is a
know,
bridge that we can cross once we get to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, sleep on it, okay? But swords dull, bullets run out over time. Undead, they's infinite. But if you can just stop them before they're unliving,
Yes. Well, I mean, you boys are already working on that for us to take care of that whole lighthouse business. And I think that will take care of any undead problems that we'll have here. If there's anything I can do to assist you with that, I'd be happy to do so. But
his
and I do
choice
appreciate
is-
you bringing this matter to me before just bringing him in. That would have been quite the issue. So,
It's not his constitution. He's choosing. He's choosing to do good. Yeah, you can't help that he's undead. He's turned into a ghoul, horrific accident, attack. But the choice, he's choosing. I mean, it's more than the flesh and bones that he is. And so I would leave her with those words, just so I know she's a busy lady and stuff. But he's choosing to do good, and basically, if he can't be set up in this sort of situation, he's going to be we have to destroy him, because the ghoul hunger isn't eventually, if it's unchecked, he could be harming innocents. But maybe there's a way to reduce the hunger. Maybe there's a way to prevent ghoul fever. So that's, I mean, I get it. Like, we're in very medieval time, and Saren Raid, I think, his portfolio is very much against undead, as I recall.
that's maybe true.
Preventing undead. Yeah.
We are also, again, very much for retribution and giving our enemies a chance to turn their lives around.
You mean redemption or
Redemption? Yes, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Redemption.
That's yes. And so I understand your concerns, but we'll leave you to your work. But just sleep on it. We could make this work. We just need time. But anyways, thank you for all that you've given us so far, time-wise. And I guess Jeb will kind of do a courteous bow. She is the head priestess. He's just a, visiting undead priest, I guess. Not even of Saren Ray, but and then he leaves the church.
I just kind of look at her and like, won't even lie to a confused old man to make him feel better. Damn shame is what it is. And then I also leave.
I mean, he had some good points. He had some. I think Jeb was pretty. That was probably some of the most logical stuff Jeb has said this whole game. But
What even?
And not only
lied
that, against his
angel?
nature of, hating undead so much. So that's
yeah,
big development for him.
Well, yeah, he stayed his hand because Sherman and Soul, had convinced him otherwise. And then I, even though I wasn't here as a player 2 weeks, I'm told that he's helped a lot with combats and stuff. So he's earning more merit and for he's doing
Merit badges.
choosing. Maybe, but
So yes, you guys leave. What else have you guys been doing while this week goes by?
I want to introduce Oku to Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea is the dog I saved in my backstory, and so Jeb thinks that Oku is like a broken dog,
Broken
Oku
dog.
Well, you have 4 legs, but you don't play fetch, and I don't think I think he might have tried. He might have tried to pet you once. I can't remember, and I don't think Oku let Jeb do that, but. Yeah, I just want to see if any sort of I don't know. Maybe Oku plays with other dogs, and so I'm just like Jeb's just like, okay, dog, make Sweet Pea. She like fetch and she like it good. See, watch her go. Okay.
Well, the Santiago seemed to enjoy that.
Yeah, it's
Watch her
yeah.
go.
So Jeb takes off one of his ribs, kind of like snakes his hand and past his cassock, and then throws it out. And then Sweet Pea would probably, I imagine, goes after it, and then Jeb's like trying to see what she's doing is good time, dog. Why aren't you doing that? You're missing out.
Broken dog.
Oh, he doesn't. Well, I mean, does Oku go after it this time? I'm sorry,
No.
I didn't mean that. Okay.
That dog is broken. Is he still under warranty?
No, Oku
Yeah.
would not, because Oku is like.
I'm gonna make can I make a handle animal check to pet Oku? Is that something Justin and Aaron would be okay with?
A handle
Not an
animal
animal.
check to what?
As far as Jeb's concerned, I'm just gonna roll it for funsies anyway.
To give
it'd be neat.
scratches?
Yeah, so basically,
Wants to give
Jeb
good
knows
scratches.
different things. Yeah, so just like Jeb's gonna try behind the ears. You can, however you want to do this, Aaron. I don't. It's however you want to do it. But, he's trying to fix Oku's non-dogness.
We've been trying to reach you about your dog's extended warranty.
How does Oku respond? Do they cast a spell on Jeb and tell him to piss off, or
No.
do they pee on Jeb,
I think Oku
or
would kind of stand there confused, maybe.
okay?
like-
I take that as Jeb will take that as a win. You didn't run off, so gotta start somewhere. We'll keep working at it. Come on, dog. Come on, Sweet Pea. It's getting late. But come on now. Oh, good girl. Good girl. And that will be I guess, we'll try later with Oku.
We'll try later.
Try to fix her dog, or their dogness. Ignorance is bliss.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, a few days pass, and yeah, you're able to get that first round of crafting done.
All right, I will make a crafting check. I guess I don't know what the DC is for crafting.
I don't know the rules of 2E. Unfortunately.
They're looking at that document that you sent.
I
me.
think it's hard. I think the chance of failure, or at least being delayed and losing money, is much higher. Like in 1E, it's like basically if you keep putting ranks in at every level, you can make whatever you know, your feat you got. But there's a little bit more,
sorcerers.
a little bit
The
higher.
GM sets
chance
the
of-
DC, but it's usually about the same DC to repair a given item as it is to craft it in the first place.
It's a little bit more nuanced in its own way, I guess.
So what's the repair DC then?
So it looks like DC is based on level. So for a second level item, it's 16. For a first level item, it's 15.
Okay.
So these
you're
would both be
crafting a
second
what?
level items.
Okay, so 16.
So 25 is
that'll
gonna
do.
it. And then the second round of crafting. Or no, wait. I should probably wait on that, huh?
I mean, we can have those days go by too.
All right. Boo, boo, boo.
Oh.
Fuck. I'm gonna use a hero point on that.
This is a good time to use that.
Yeah, one, I think it's a lose money or supplies or something.
That's better.
That'll do it. Okay. So yes, that is going to cost me, it looks like 48 gold. So I don't know if we can split that up between the four of us. Well, the 20 gold, me and you can probably split, Jeb, because we're the only ones that can actually use the adaptive cogwheels.
Uh-huh.
So that'd be 10 gold for each of us. And then for the
Okay.
Moonlight spell guns, that's 28. If we divide that by 4, that's 7 gold from each of us.
So you need 17 from Jeb, I believe. Is
Yep.
what I heard.
You can have up to 3 hero points. So, yep, you just get 1 at the beginning of each session. I usually have 3 because I always forget to spend mine.
I'll remove 17 gold then.
I will also remove 17 gold. Aaron, will you remove 7 gold to help so that I can give you a gun?
Just
Oh, a dog with a
know
gun
how
in
to
its
use
mouth.
A gun.
Yeah,
Did
it's
you
a
make, like, a
magic
special
item,
trigger?
so basically you just need to interact to use it.
Oh, I think
All
there's
right.
an anime where a
You
dog
get a
uses a
gun.
gun in
You
its
get a
mouth.
gun. You get a gun.
So you said
I
7
gotta
gold
find a
and what?
GIF for that.
7 gold from Soul, yes. So I need to remove 17.
So just 7. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Done with dog.
Cool. You go ahead
The
and add
dog
it to
with gun.
inventory.
I want to say there's an anime where there's a dog with a gun. In its
I
mouth.
did give the dog a gun. Well, no, not the broken dog. That I don't trust that dog with a gun. I did give the tiny little fox a gun.
Well, that's rude.
Nah, give Sweet
I
Pea a
just
gun.
I'm not gonna give Sweet Pea a gun.
Sweet Pea needs a gun.
We've
She
only
needs to be
got the
packing
4.
heat. Yeah, she needs to be strapped walking these streets. You know, got undead hooligans around.
I wonder if they have updated it with the new stuff from what do you call it?
Guns and Gears?
No, Moonlight Spellgun is from
Inner Magic?
yeah, whatever the newest book is, I forget.
They're usually pretty quick to jump on that. Hot dog gun. Nice.
I don't know what it's from, but I like looking at it.
Bang.
It's so dumb.
Moonlit Spellgun is the actual
Moonlight.
name. There we go.
Okay. Oh. It's control
Nope,
space
it's not in
bar
there
to
yet.
add items. Oh.
But if you just put it in your, it's actually a consumable, so you should be able to do it there. But oh no, it is in there. Okay, I just wasn't looking in the correct place.
All right. So you've crafted a bunch of stuff. Is there anything you guys wanted to do in Otari before you head back? to the outpost?
Yes. Could I also look for... Could I try and find some formulas for crafting?
Sure.
Is that like something that I would have to like make a roll for?
You'd have to go to the right place for that, I think. Formulas for crafting. There are some locations you have not been to yet in Otari. A bunch of them, actually.
There's one specific one I'm looking for. I'm looking for spell strike ammunition.
All right. I have, let's see, books, formulas, arcane, occult scrolls. You'll have to go over to Odd Stories, which is on 100 Rose Guard Road.
Okay. I'll go there.
All right. Actually, I have a map for this one.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Who's
there-
coming with
actually,
me?
Couple really well-made maps on here. Of
I'm not sure. I'm just gonna roll odds to see if he goes with you. Well,
see, which one do I want?
he goes with you.
See, we'll do this one. Excuse me.
You can always do the /R DC flip coin. Ring.
Oh, I always forget the coin. I'm so used to rolling a D4 like a physical dice, but yeah. Some point, I'll remember. Okay, drag this thing. Oh shit.
Oh, they're not activated. They activated it. There we go.
Why?
Oh, it's one DC is what you type. That's all you do.
Just /R DC.
Oh, okay. /R DC.
Well, you have to put a space in between R and DC. Yep, there you go.
Okay. Okay.
And then you can
Yeah.
do /R 20 DC. And be like, here, go down. You boy in the street, go buy the
I like
fattest goose. And then you just throw a shower of coins at him.
Yeah, I only got one gold piece. so
Boy
I
in the
can't-
street.
You there, boy in the street, go and buy the fattest goose.
A cooked goose. It's
All right, so you
Ebenezer
walk in
Scrooge!
and into this building. It looks to be like a 3-story building. The stone tower that rises from the back half of this. It's a 1-floor wooden bookstore, but there's a 3-story tower up in the back. And there's a sign above the front door that depicts
like it's a strip club.
a stack of open books with lines of magical energy rising from the pages.
Ooh.
So yes, and you do see this man. I'll give you a bigger picture of him here.
He looks
An
not
older,
happy to be here.
middle-aged man with a bespectacled face.
It's like, meh.
Despite the picture, he's rather friendly. Oh, I closed it.
Santiago raises a good question. Do they have magical smut?
You have to ask him.
All right.
And if smut's what you're looking for in Otari, I mean, that could be a little
Well,
side
I think,
quest, I guess.
I mean, it would be a good payment for aggro.
Hello, sir. Are you the
oh, hello.
proprietor
Welcome
of
to
this
Odd
fine-
Stories. How may I help you?
Odd stories.
I'm looking for some crafting recipes if you've got them.
Odds are I probably have what you're looking for. What were you looking for specifically?
I'm looking for
up the
instructions
sky.
on how to craft spell strike ammunition.
Spell strike. Okay. I believe I did pick up something like that from a merchant not too long ago. He was traveling from, where was that? Alkenstar, I
like-
believe. Alkenstar. Do you happen to be from Alkenstar as well, sir?
I've spent some time there myself, if that's what you're
Look,
asking.
look here, man. It's like bullets and spells in the same. You know what I mean? Spell bullets.
Yes. I did get the general meaning from the name of the formula itself. But
Oh, good.
thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome.
My name is Morlibint, by the
Tyson
way.
Knots,
Morlibint,
what?
pleasure to meet you.
Yes, pleasure's all mine. Thank you.
You do look oddly familiar. If I'm...
Oh.
Where on earth have I seen you before?
Perhaps I just have one of those faces.
No,
I'm trying to
I've
remember
seen
whether
you
I've robbed this man or not.
before. Of course, that's you. I should have remembered it immediately from seeing your skeletal friend here. Of course, you're the new Rose Guard that they've been talking about through the town, here to save us from whatever that is going on in that lighthouse over there. So thank you,
Oh,
thank you
yes,
for
we
being
are.
willing to help us all out.
Well, I mean, you can do your part as well if you'd like to provide some some crafting recipes for me at a reasonable price. Wink.
Oh, I can give you a better deal than that. To be honest, I was really hoping that I would cross paths with you. I was quite fortunate that you would have wandered right here into my shop. I didn't even have to bother looking for you. You see, like there are several texts in here that come from lands around here, but some texts a bit harder to find. I was wondering if you happen to find any rare books of any kind that I could probably sell as wares here. I'd be willing to compensate you were you to bring them here. It'd be far more valuable to me than they would be to you, and I'd be happy to send some gold your way.
Yeah. Have we
Should
come
you bring them here?
across anything so far? I don't know if we've come across. Oh, we have a whole
Number of
library to go
bookcases.
through, actually.
Yeah. And we have someone that knows that library very intimately, as I understand. So
That's true. Yes, actually, we've just made contact with someone that I think is going to be very helpful in that endeavor. I would be more than happy to take upon this quest for you for, we'll say if you could just comp this one crafting recipe, I'd be more than happy to take it upon myself and
This
to
one.
instruct the rest of my companions to keep an eye out for, books that may intrigue such a well-learned man such as yourself.
Oh, you flatter me. Oh, thank you.
That I have been known to before, but still, I'm sure you deserve it.
we can get a cart, okay? And I mean, there's like a lot of books down there, man. I tell you, you think you got a lot of books here?
Trust
but we
me,
get a
we do
cart.
have those of us with a discerning eye that I know we'll find ones that you'll be more interested in.
We'll bring a cart. Get a little of everything that way.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I look forward to going through whatever it is that you bring to me. Anyway, my apologies for taking up so much of your time. Let me go get that formula for you.
All right.
And he goes and finds a formula. What's the cost of that formula?
It's 3 gold pieces. That's why I figured it might be one of those things that you'd be willing to part with for not a lot.
Well, let's see if you roll diplomacy so you can talk him down a little.
Hot damn. I will roll some diplomacy. I'm actually somewhat decent at that.
Are
Fuck
you like the
off!
face?
Never
You're
when
like
you
the
need it.
face of our party. Yeah, I think. Right.
Oh, you know what? I have given you quite the opportunity here. Let's say at full price for this formula, but for every bulk of book that you do bring to me, I would say give you 5 gold pieces.
Well, I think
How
we'll
does
have
that sound to
to.
you?
I think we'll have to negotiate based upon the texts themselves. I mean, books aren't fruit. You can't just judge them based on weight.
Well,
We'll
we'll
negotiate
see, I
further.
guess. If you
Only
feel
one.
confident in your appraisal abilities, then by all
All
means.
right. Sounds good to me. I will go ahead and take that formula from you. I'll just go ahead and take the 3 gold off of my sheet. Damn. All right. I will take my leave. Good day to you, sir.
All right. Well, best of luck to you. I look forward to whatever you find, and if you need anything else as far as arcane, occult scrolls, or books, formulas, anything
Scrolls, you say?
Yes.
I love the idea that he's walking towards the door and he's like mid-step and he just like spins. He's like, scrolls, you say.
Yes, I think I may be able to put scrolls to good use.
Just so you know, there are some very specific ones that we have on sale just for today.
What do you have on sale? I'd love to take a
the
look.
10% discount on Scroll of Comprehend Languages, Dispel Magic,
10% discount.
Ant Hall, Mending, and Detect Magic.
Detect magic I don't need. Mending, I can use craft to
spell would
repair
be good.
most of the time. So here's the thing. Comprehend languages, I think we've run into a few things where we haven't been able to comprehend things. That might be a good one for the party to go in on. What was some of the ant hall might not be a bad one, especially if we want to load up on books before coming back. Like the ant hall may actually be help us make more money in the long term.
Yeah, it's true. So yeah, that would give you a bit more. We could carry 3 more bulk than normal before becoming encumbered.
How long does that last?
I would just get a cart. I mean, we're pretty far from the city. A cart and a horse would be much better. A cart's like, I think, 5 gold or something, and maybe we get a horse or something.
That's a good point.
Yeah. All right.
Father Jebs, keeping it old school.
That's right.
Yeah. So, what would the party be willing to split the? What's the cost for the comprehend languages one?
It's a level 2 scroll, whatever that is. And that is yes, cost of spell scrolls.
Scroll.
I know Jeb would be willing to do detect magic and dispel magic as
The
a
second level
going.
scroll looks like 12 gold pieces, so it'd be 3 gold for each one of us.
Yeah, I don't have enough, unfortunately.
Jeb, why are you so broke?
I mean, some of us have like I mean, there's like kind of like Oku's kind of on the broke end, and then Soul's on like the high end, and then like Jeb's kind of closer to Oku, and so well, his gun costs a lot of money. You know,
That is true.
It's an expensive gun. So
Yeah. I suppose Soul, Oku, do you want to go for comprehend languages in case we find something that we can't read or something? Wait, is comprehend languages only verbal?
Let me take a look here.
let's see if there's something I could sell maybe to meet.
Because I understand the meaning of a single language, it is hearing or reading when you cast a spell.
Ah,
Doesn't let it understand codes, language couched in metaphor, and the like. If the target can hear multiple languages and knows that, it can choose which language to understand. Otherwise, choose one of the languages randomly.
Aaron, would you be willing to throw in 4 gold on this?
Oh my god.
Actually,
I
Jeb
have
does
like
have
10 gold left.
Yeah, Jeb
You
does
keep
have
spending
20
all of
gold
my
and
money.
gemstones.
You know what? I think we'll be all right. I'm sure
No,
we
it's
can always
okay.
go back and.
I can throw it in.
Okay.
Yeah, let me
and then
sell my.
I'm sure Soul would
gemstone
be
here.
willing to throw in as well. I'll
yeah.
put in 4 gold. Okay,
Well, how
comprehend
much-
languages. I think will be good as far as that goes.
How much Jeb could help too, actually, because I forgot he has the gems. If I can sell the gemstone, I had 20 gold of gemstones. I believe that's 1 for 1 with gold. It's not like a half value. Is that something I'd be able to do to kind of chip in for these things that Sherman's?
Oh yeah, can we convert stuff gemstones into gold while we're here?
Absolutely, yes.
Then I can,
Yeah.
because then
Not
I
here
can help
specifically, but
you.
yeah, we just do that.
I can help you with. How much would it be if Jeb helped with the costs here too? How much would you need?
We would each get 1 gold back. So it would cost you 3 gold, and
Oh, 3 gold.
the rest of
Okay,
it.
so I'll deduct 3 then. Now that
and I will give myself 1 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay, I get one back.
All right. And then I will. I think.
Which is
But yeah.
funny because I like to think Oku doesn't have hands in fox form, which that's how they absolutely prefer to spend their time. So that Oku would have to be like, sigh, pop into regular form, hold a coin out, pop back into fox form.
Oh, holy shit! Does Jeb see? Jeb would see this, I think, right? This is a big reveal
Yeah,
for
Jeb
Jeb.
has. I mean,
Santi. See you later, bud. Enjoy your evening.
See you,
Yeah,
Santi.
see ya. Thanks for joining
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
I know we didn't really do a whole lot this time, but
We'll see. We got some time still. All right.
You got lots of time still, he says.
So you guys,
There's one thing I would like for Jeb, if it's is there? I would like to find a lover's knot. It's like a talisman. Do they have those?
magical one?
Yes. I don't know
you'd
how
have
common
to
it
go talk
is.
to Rin about like random magical artifacts, or not artifact, but just items like that. Rin's Wonders is
Yeah.
the place to go.
Once everyone else's stuff is done, I'll just I'll go over there.
Cool.
and I think I will buy 2 more 1st level spell scrolls. And I will let you know what I pick out for those spells here as soon as I pick those spells out. Does that work?
Yep.
All right, I'll just go ahead and spend the gold for that. I believe it's 8 gold. So.
All right. I suppose I can give her health points back. She's had plenty of time to get those back. All right. So it's been quite some time, I think, before I've seen you all here. At least a couple of weeks. How have you been? How goes the quest?
We're making
It was all
her.
right. Just needed to take a little bit of a break.
Gotta recharge before you battle back the hordes of undead. Is there anything I can do for you?
Oh yes, ma'am. I was wondering if you have one of these. This one's all spent, but basically it heals you, and he would actually hand a spent lover's knot to Rin. It's heavily weathered.
Oh.
I don't know if it would be even recognizable by her, but yeah.
All right. Yeah, she takes a close look at it. Okay. Ah, yes. Look what time since I've seen one of these. Let me see if I happen to have one. Deep in my other stores here, and so she heads back inside of her tent, and you can hear her kind of rustling around through. I'm gonna roll a percentage die and see what.
Sure.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I clicked too many buttons. All right, and she comes out. She's like, "I'm very sorry. I don't seem to have any of those in stock. I only rolled a 10 on that one, so
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all right. Should you see one, well, let me know. And thank you for your time today.
Oh, absolutely. I'll come find you as soon as I see it. I'll keep an eye out down at the docks.
I guess Jeb would gingerly take it back and put it on his cassock, on his armor. Obviously, it's spent; it's useless, but it seems to be important to him. But I don't think he knows what it is, why it's important.
Sure. All right. Any other last minute business you guys need to do
10%
before
off.
you?
I think we're good.
All right. So you're making your way back. Are you gonna head straight down to the library level then?
I think so. We'll stop and say
Oh, we
hi
forgot
to
to
the
bring the-
kobolds. I think just be like, hey,
Are we
what's
bringing
up?
the cart? Are we doing
yeah,
cart and horse?
Sorry about your friend.
Is that something we can scramble money for? A cart and an ox or a horse or something? Or they have any of those here on an island? They
Oh, yeah,
must,
definitely.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
they got to till the fields and stuff.
It's a large island. I mean,
It is, yeah, it is. And it's next to a bunch of trading, I believe, if I recall correctly. Yeah, could we buy one of those? Buy like a horse and a cart
it'd be
before
nice to
we
have for you
leave?
guys specifically because you live 2 hours out of town too.
Yeah.
So it's a hike for you guys to get back and forth from your fish camp to Otari. So
Yeah.
Only there was a particular gnome that knew a particular spell.
Yeah,
Adam
well,
had a spell
they'd have
as
to
well.
get here through like a hole in the plot, essentially.
Yeah.
The hole in two separate plots.
First,
The cart was
riding
3 gold,
horse.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we just want the basic kind of horse or ox or whatever they got for us. Maybe 3 gold for the cart, and then
3 gold for the cart, huh? Okay, that's not too bad.
no. I mean, back then, having a cart was a huge deal. I mean,
Yeah.
it would be something that could be stolen. It definitely helps you with your livelihood, being able to carry more than what's in your arms. So, well, horse is a big deal too. So, yeah, uh, riding horse. How much is that? I'm seeing a stat block, but
Yeah, I keep finding the stat block instead of the actual what it costs.
let's see. Horse cost 2e horse cost. Let's see if Google can find it for us. Maybe. I mean, I suppose it could be like one of those carts like the runners have, and like the basically the farmer would be the one as the beast of burden. I forget what those are called, but Oh wait, here we go. Riding horse would be 8 gold. The
Animals.
pack animal would be 2 gold. And so I guess some well,
So
pack animals
5
cheap.
gold. If you do the pack animal.
Or we get is it 2 for the cart to haul the cart
Pachyderm.
or
Or do you want to get the cart still with the
I don't want
You
to
may
yeah,
as
go
well.
on the
yeah.
cart.
Well, could we do the cart and the pack animal if we
I'm
could?
happy.
So 5
5 gold pieces? Okay, sure. All right, you're able to find that
just-
easily enough.
yeah,
You
I'll
actually,
deduct
the horse
2,
you get is the horse that had kicked Zogglefart
oh shit!
out,
Oh, the feels.
right out of the stables. So
Oh,
that is the horse that you end up buying. So
Justin be doing me like that, guys. I love it. I love it.
So that's 5 gold pieces there total.
I'll just deduct
You
2, and
guys can-
everyone else can do 1, since it's like Zoggleford's kind of not horse from back in the day. Yeah, so -2. Okay. I think the
All
math's
right.
right. I always
You guys now
forget
have a
how many
horse.
we
What are you
got.
naming your horse?
Zoggle.
Maybe Zogglefort came up with a name before he got kicked off.
Foggles
If you don't mind, I'd like to take a week to think about it, and then Jeb,
Alright.
through his senility, could break through the fourth wall and have this name. If that's okay
Sounds
with you
good.
guys,
Absolutely.
it'll.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
You spent the
I thi-
majority of the majority of the gold.
Yes, you guys will like
You
it.
get naming rights.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys chat with the kobolds a bit after you.
Are they holding up anyway? Do any
yeah,
of
they
them
seem to
need
be doing
grief?
well.
Do any of them need grief counseling? It's easy to forget. Jeb's, doing has a lot of hats. Do any of them appear to
Counseling
be?
from an undead skeleton. I don't know why
Absolutely.
that's so funny to me.
Do any of the kobolds look like they're still mourning? I mean, it's been a number of weeks now.
Oh no, they've learned to move on pretty quick. Their whole clan
Yeah.
has been decimated quite a bit.
Yeah.
And just historically speaking, even before you guys, that was something they always faced. So they're no stranger to losing people from their clan, and so yeah, they just carry on as normal for the most part. So
I guess Jeb would just bring some swamp flowers or whatever the hell he could find, and he would just put it on the grave, and then go about heading to where the party is. So,
all right. So he's just heading back right down to the library level at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, let's clear it out. Well, the thing is, the ghoul. Shit. Could you type his name in the chat, Justin? I always forget his name, and I'm trying to be a better player, but it's hard. Ogrill.
Yay! I'm little again.
Ogrill.
Yes.
Okay.
Why does that work on some maps and not on others?
I don't know. Maybe I have to set it up for each map. So, I don't know. Anyway, here we are, back in the Abomination Vaults.
Abomination Vaults. This feels very much like Diablo 2. You go a little further into the dungeon, you go back to town because you're over encumbered and you need to sell stuff and
yeah. And so you make your way back down to all the way to the 3rd level, and you quickly find Ogriel. As he's there, he's just reading, and he's munching on someone's leg. And then upon seeing you guys, he sets them both down like, "Oh, I was beginning to wonder if you were ever going to return. It's been quite some time."
Yes, your concern is truly palpable.
We got a
I'm sure.
horse.
We got a horse.
How did that taste?
Oh no, he's to help us with our burdens. While we're on the subject, have you have you ever eaten livestock before?
No. That's not something I've really gotten much of the opportunity to try.
Fair enough. Being down here, horse can't get down here, cow can't get down here. Ain't none of them get down here, and so
If they did, they
here
would
we
not
have-
last long.
No, sir. Well, next time in town,
You
I'm
was
gonna
telling
try.
me that you had a party that would put like a cow on a lead and just push them through the dungeon.
I didn't do that. No, that sounds funny as hell, though. But
To set off any traps that's in front of them.
if you can get it down into the dungeon, I suppose. I mean, yeah, pressure plates and everything with
It's hilarious.
Fucked up.
I agree. You really gotta have yourself, steak sometime, man. Next time in town, I tell you what, I'm gonna bring you some of that. We'll see what you see what you like here. Bring some steak and some bacon, get some potatoes, all that good stuff. It's free food, man.
Let's start a
I'm willing
start
to
a
try
GoFundMe.
anything, I suppose.
It's
Let's
delicious.
start a GoFundMe for Father Jab Ogrel Buddy Cop one shot.
I must say, your attitude towards me has improved quite a bit.
Well, as Sherman Soul here, kind of pointing out, others pointing out, you've helped us out a great deal. You didn't have to. You could have eaten us, but you didn't.
Much obliged, by the way.
Yes. So thank you again for that.
Such
for
a
your
strange thing
cooperation.
to have to thank someone for.
Well, not if you're talking to a ghoul or a skeleton or any other undead.
Quite right.
What have you? Yes.
Well then. Where to now then?
I'm telling him
That's a
that we're
good
taking all his books. I don't know. Yeah, let's avoid the book topic for now. I don't know how he'd feel about that and trying to build rapport. Well, unless that's what people want to do. It's a very fragile relationship we have with Ogriel. If we start taking all of his centaur porn and his, that might be the.
Turns out his
That's a good one.
turns out his favorite book is the MGD.
Yeah, I mean centaurs, they're like horses. They got the horse plumbing, so kind of you see a horse do it, it's kind of like centaur doing it. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I like riding horses.
As far as the books goes, I'll say this: Morlibint did give you a list of specific things that he's looking for.
Okay.
Okay. Has Andrew claimed ownership of the library, or is he just like a, I don't know, he's like just using it, or has there been any conversation about that? Like, does he say it's like his library, like Ogriel's library, or is it just like he's here and he's reading because he's here, sort of deal?
No, this library does not belong to me. It belongs to whoever built it.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
The ghost queen that the Morlocks would speak of, Belcora.
Oh, yeah, I heard she bad. Oh, well, we're looking for some specific text scrolls. Perhaps you've seen these. There's a list, I believe. Sherman, you got your list.
Yeah. Do you see any of these? I hand him the list. I figure he probably has. Well, I guess I don't hand it to him. I just kind of like let him look over it with me.
Some of these names do look familiar, but there are many, many books here. It would take quite some time to find them. If I come across them, I'll be sure to set them aside for you.
Well, much obliged.
Thank you kindly for that.
My pleasure. If you could just return the favor and keep bringing me more food to eat, it would be great.
Well, I mean, we do
appreciate
plan on doing a little bit of that while we're here.
Won't let you starve.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to it.
Time to sally forth once more onto the breach.
Yes, indeed. Let's get to it. Where to next, gentlemen? We have a few doors just in this hallway that we can
I can't remember where we've been and where we haven't been.
Many
I imagine
doors.
the closed doors are the places where we haven't been.
Here are doors where you can go. There's a door here,
Here,
a door here,
here,
and here.
here.
And, yep.
And it looks
yep.
like there's an open door over
Who
here.
is going to scratch at this
buttload of doors.
door?
Even down past the swirling light, is another door
And-
as well.
Then yip it, gamble, and then scratch at this door again.
Oh,
This door
it's
down here?
Oku might be dogging or doing some sort of dog. Okay, you got Jeb's interest. Jeb is gonna try to follow Oku.
I love that. This door
I've
right
What
never
here.
is it?
been in there before.
What is it,
It's
boy?
always been locked.
Oh,
Let me give it a try. I'm gonna roll a thievery check.
dog smells something here. Just be prepared for anything.
17?
Take a look.
Got rats? Well, what is it, boy?
It does not
Oh.
seem to budge at all.
All right. Well, Soul, you want to do your usual thing?
You know, maybe we should just
Fuck
start
off.
with it.
Athletics. Well, I shouldn't have rolled for him.
Ow.
All right.
Ow.
Let me try one more time. Can I try again on the thievery or?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think it'll just be
Alright.
taking you some time each time. Oh, by the way, what time of day did you guys go?
Oh shit! What is the in-game clock?
Maybe like in the
say?
morning?
23.
I was like
I-
noon, 12:31 here. I didn't adjust the clock at all, so.
Okay.
I
The morning would
Turns
probably be. Yeah.
Dog
Jeb's
can't open
yeah.
a door.
Does 23 work?
It's okay, dog. We got it.
You do hear a click. It is still not fully unlocked. You have one success.
Ah, son of a bitch. I'm really not a big fan of whoever it is.
So yeah, it's morning,
It's
afternoon, or
okay.
evening.
I
I would
suppose
prefer
we probably would have.
morning.
We probably would have went in the morning, but like
Yeah.
after the 2 hours it took to get there and shooting the shit with
Uh-huh.
the kobolds up top, I'd say it's
Yeah.
probably like late
Sure.
morning by now.
Yeah, like brunch time.
Alright. Oops, not so far. There we go.
Hey.
29.
That is a
Get
success.
much better than that.
It still needs more successes.
God damn it! Someone really does not want
Yeah.
us getting in here.
Yeah, something clicked in there again, but yes, there's still like
Can't quite get that last little bit there.
Can I put my ear trumpet to the door to see if there's any sort of, I guess,
14, does that
sounds?
work? Or does that like jam it or anything?
No, it doesn't work.
Okay. I'll take a little bit of extra time and give it another attempt here. Fudge. 16, does that do it?
No.
All right.
Do I hear any movement when I put the ear trumpet to the door? I'm trying to figure out what dog is seeing or hearing in this. Anything at all? Any sort of
I'll give it
shufflings?
one more try here.
Shamblings?
Actually, can I make a knowledge engineering roll to try and give myself a bonus to my thievery?
Knowledge engineering. Yeah, sure. Give me a knowledge engineering roll.
12?
Is there any movement though?
Engineering
Uh,
lore,
s-
does that give me any bonus?
Let's see. What do you hear?
Can I intimidate the lock to opening? Oh!
There we go. I'll take that.
Yeah, it took you a long time to get this thing pop open, but yeah. And while you're doing that, Jeb was kind of listening. You do hear from time to time the pages turning. Sounds like,
Pages
it's like
turning.
paper being moved around.
Oh, I think dogs found like some sort of scribe.
just- Ever so slightly. Like it
Oh, it's
rarely
like- not, like,
happens when you
deliberate.
hear it.
Okay, okay.
It's not like continuous.
Well,
I relay
wants-
as much.
So
to
like
the
ruffling
party.
papers, not like someone reading
Yeah.
a book.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
open the door with my gun drawn.
Yeah, likewise, my gun's
Oku.
always.
I lean down. I'm like, Oku, do you wanna maybe? We don't. It sounds like someone's back here. You wanna maybe pop up here real quick?
Oh, dog's got a name.
Just get.
Oku's confused.
You wanna go big Oku just in case there's something mean back on the other side of there?
Well, dog can get bigger. He like grow, like he's growing still.
All right, I'm
or-
just gonna open the door.
J shape.
Click.
All right, you pop open this
Oh.
door,
Blurp.
and you see
Oh,
3
jeez.
work tables line the walls of this room. A single stool near one of the tables.
Oh, I think.
We
I
need the
should-
light.
Skeleton wearing a light blue librarian's robe lying in a heap beside the stool. And beside that skeleton, appears to be rusted around with some books and papers and such, is something that looks a bit like this.
Ah! Moaning Myrtle!
Ah!
Except he's got a book, so I guess it's like reading Regina.
Yeah, she's pantomiming. Seems to be like repairing books, of some kind. And then as soon as you walk in, one sec here, open up. Anyway, as soon as you pop open the door, she looks up at you and says, "Who are you? And what are you doing here?" And we'll see you next week.
Oh, you're a
Yeah.
butt. Okay.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see what happens with the ghostly lady next time. Have a great week.
See ya. Have a good thing. Bye.